Now, going over to the political part of the podcast, you have Representative Jasmine Crockett going on Jimmy Kimmel, saying that policies don't matter and Democrats should focus on vibes. Now, this is brought to us thanks to Paul Zazupa. And he says, quote, Crockett had a disastrous appearance on Jimmy Kimmel, where she actually said, I don't think about that honestly. Policy is what we need to be fighting about. We need to be focusing on vibes. He says Crockett is a sloppy mess. Which, yeah, fact check. The community noted fact check true. Let's hear. Perhaps she will give an articulate reason as to why. I mean, obviously not, but let's hear what she has to say. Which, to her credit, she's more articulate than me. Not, in terms of ideology, but, the speaking and the stuttering and the lack thereof.
I don't think that, honestly, policy is what we need to be fighting about. Because guess what? Can't nobody tell you what Donald Trump's policies were.
Fact check false. He literally won because of his policies. He articulated many policies that Kamala then copied. I mean, remember the no tax on tips? Remember get rid of the income tax on a federal level? Still hoping those things will be coming to the forefront. Remember he said he's going to drill, baby, drill? Bring down the cost of gasoline? He articulated many policies. Kamala, I mean, she was running the Vibe campaign. And when she had one or two ideas, they were so horrifying, the American public said, oh, dear God, no. Like taxing unrealized gains, which, yeah, that would destroy the economy viscerally. But perhaps I spoke too soon. There's still about 22 seconds left for Jasmine.
At all.
I'll rewind it.
At all. Like, you ask them, like, what policies? I don't know, but he's going to bring down the cost of
What about closing the southern border? That's not a great policy. It's working pretty good.
eggs.
That'd be kind of nice. People wonder, why did eggs spike when Trump first got into office? Who killed all the chickens? Spoiler, Democrats. Biden administration. They were worried about possible bird flu, so they culled the population. They got rid of a lot of chickens. And it is coming back down.
But last time I checked, that didn't happen, right? Mm-hmm. It'd be like, well, we're saying it's Project 2025. No, Donald said he knows nothing about that. And then what happened? All the Project 2025 started to come around. So, I don't even think that it's policy. I think that people are voting on vibes. I think that
people are voting on vibes, which is meant to be vacuous. But you know what? Crazy as it sounds, I never thought I'd say it. I never thought I would see the day. It's finally happened. I'm going to say it. Jasmine Crockett is not entirely mentally vacuous in the statement. I say that because some of the most successful political campaigns in history, as stupid as it sounds, as mentally vacuous as it is, were won because of vibes. Well, famously, one of the best vibes and marketing campaigns ever is Barack Obama, who literally won because of those posters and the speeches about hope and change. Granted, I mean, shoot, I didn't agree with any of Obama's policies, but I mean, his marketing was exceptional. And he had one or two good ideas that, maybe shut down Gitmo, maybe stop the wars. Never did those things, but nevertheless, he had one or two good ideas. Kamala was all vibes and it didn't work. Now, the mentally vacuous thing, of course, is her saying we need to lean into that. Now, again, they will get some votes and campaign dollars with people voting on vibes. People do it on the left especially, and there are some people who do it on the right. It's so stupid and asinine. I almost think we should have not a test to vote per se, but if you're voting for a candidate, it should be a write-in only, so you have to know the damn name, and give me 3 reasons why you're voting for them. 3 specific policies that you best identify with that you'll think will make our country better. Dare I say, make it great again. There's nothing I respect less than an uninformed voter. People do it on the right too, I know. They say, but again, the right also doesn't have a whole mantra and philosophy of, quote unquote, vote blue no matter who. That's a big part of the policy. And again, she's going to raise a lot of campaign funds with that methodology. Now, the real question is, does the average American still go with the vibes thing? Millions do, but I don't. Maybe I'm feeling foolishly optimistic today, but I think the average voter is starting to do a little bit more research these days. They're starting to think what policies are best prescribed to help my family, help my community, help our country long term. So again, I think, as crazy as it sounds, she's kind of right in terms of people vote on vibes. They shouldn't. But I think the average voter, again, maybe I'm hopelessly optimistic, but I think they are starting to do a lot more research these days. That's why I think Trump won, because of a lot of his policies. Also, the opponent, Kamala, for months didn't have any policies at all. Mark Cuban famously said, oh yeah, it doesn't matter if Kamala flip-flops or doesn't have policies, until day of the election. What? Yeah, that's, yeah, he did one thing, right? He's a billionaire, of course, but, Yeah, it is funny that Mark Cuban also scrubbed his X account of all the support of Kamala when she lost. Now, again, this didn't go as far as I thought it would. It got about 50,000 views and 1.5 thousand likes. Now, scrolling down in the comments, so the first one comes to us thanks to Matt Van Swole saying, quote, the most eye-opening moments for me were, quote, A, when Trump said, quote, when Trump closed the border, no new laws. B, when Trump began cleaning up the Western North Carolina faster than Joe Biden. These are two items in particular that were the tipping point for me, getting 89, let's make it 90 likes. We also have the Dibster saying, quote, on vibes, like gang vibes, terrorist vibes, good God, these people are stupid, getting 27 likes. Which, I was going to say there's probably some truth to that statement, but again, in politics, vibes, to a certain extent, does work. Now, you also have the Redneck Garage saying, quote, that's a nice way of saying she's an idiot, getting 15 likes. You have Doge.ai saying, what is this? It says automated? So did they just do an auto response? Saying, quote, Crockett's vibes or policy admission is peak DC dysfunction, prioritizing optics while real issues not. Democrats would rather meme their way through the crisis than fix the border crisis, inflation, or $34 trillion in debt. But hey, at least merchant sales are booming, getting 30 likes. Sick and Twisted, interesting profile account, says, quote, useful idiot moron. And he has the cool sunglasses emoji, Texas flag emoji, and United States flag emoji. And this picture of AOC and Jasmine Crockett. And there's the meme says, quote, Dumb and Dumber, getting 14 likes, which, again, they're AOC, well, mentally vacuous, but exceptionally brilliant in social media and raising campaign funds. There's a reason she gets elected time and time again, mostly with campaign funds and donations outside of her district, but nevertheless, again, she's objectively successful in politics. But yeah, in terms of, IQ status, I don't think it would be that high. You also have dysfunctional veteran. He has a picture of a bunch of eyelashes reposted from AIM saying, quote, it's so windy in DC today that Jasmine Crockett lost her eyelashes, getting that got 1,000 likes. He got 2 likes for that when he reposted it, which, again, I'll never understand why so many women spend so much money on eyelashes. It means like so many of them do. And I can't help but think like no one really cares. Let's see here. Trump says they can't even talk policy because their policy is communism, getting 8 likes, which, yeah, vibes do. It also helps to focus on vibes when your ideology and logic and reason are not on your side. For Freedom says Crockett is an unqualified idiot, getting 14 likes. Kim Lu, K love you long time. I was gonna say that's an old joke. But that profile is named that, and they say, quote, the illegal vibes and DEI vibes and trans vibes is why Democrats are a mess, and here is their voice, getting 4 likes. And yeah, they have record low approval rating. Let's see, I'll do one more. Max Suave says, Representative Sheldon Daniels has a golden opportunity here. She's giving him a soundbite after soundbite for his campaign. If you haven't already, donate to Sheldon's campaign so we can see glorious reaction to Crockett losing her seat. Gain 10 likes, which again, if you want to see, especially again, on a local level, if you want to see change in politics, that's one of the best things you can do. So again, we'll see in terms of, again, she's one of the most viral people in politics these days. People on the left seem to love her more and more. She knows how to do the social media, as they would say. But is that enough to translate into a long-term, successful political career, more than she already has? Let me know in the comments, because as always, be fascinating to hear what you have to say. Thank you, everyone, for taking the time to tune in today. Again, try to get to 5,000 subscribers by the end of the month, so if you can click that button, I greatly appreciate it. Also, give me a thumbs up, thumbs down, or a comment. It's a great way to give me some additional feedback, letting me know how I can make the show better and better. Lastly, don't forget to take time to tell your family, tell your friends, tell your coworkers, heck, tell your enemies, tell anyone, everyone. Just stay safe, fight the good fight.